What's up, guys? Modern Mods here, and I'm back with a requested video. And today I'm going to show you guys exactly how the slap shifters work, a couple of tricks, and what it looks like when you're using them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thanks for checking it out. Real quick, guys, before we jump into this video, special shout out to my man Damien right here. Check him out. He's the one who obviously, as you see, asked me to do this video. So don't thank me, thank him. All right, guys, so coming up to the paddles, you guys, if you are checking this video out and you haven't seen already, I did upgrade my limited to a sport with the sport module and the sport paddles. I'm just gonna show you some of the things you can do with these. The paddles are pretty fun. You gotta have two hands though, especially in sport, because in sport it really kicks quick. Coming up over here though, I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like. So when you're in drive and you actually engage the paddles, because that's the only time you can engage them is in drive, you'll see that it down here will show you 1 and 2. So in drive mode, you can have it launching at gear 2 as well, or as 1. Going into sport, it actually is going to show your shifter on the screen right there, and you cannot launch from second gear. You are not allowed to do certain shifts. The car has a lot of safety on that, so you don't destroy your transmission, which is pretty nice if you're not really keen with shifting gears and things like that. So that's a pretty good thing to do on Chrysler's part. But let's take this thing out of the road, and I'll show you a couple of ways this thing shifts, the lag that comes with it, and everything in between, and the differences with drive and sport. Okay, guys, so in regular drive mode, I have it to where it actually displays my gears at all times. So it just shows 3 there. Knowing that you're actually in performance shift mode is when you're gonna see the 1 or the 2, you know, your actual gear, and no letter. And in sport, you're gonna see it on your main screen there. So basically, to engage it, all you're gonna do is hit up or down on your paddles, and it will engage it. And you can engage it in drive, and as you can see there, the downshift response is immediate. So it's immediate response with downshift. There is no lag at all. And in drive, it's pretty simple to maintain. You can flick it, it will respond. So I've noticed in sport and in drive, it's about a 1 second delay. Drive, maybe almost 2 seconds. Sport, 1 second. It's a little bit quicker. But in drive mode, there's a lot of safety. It's not gonna allow you to shift too high, and it's not gonna allow you to shift too low. It's really all around, just if you were on the highway and you needed to downshift or upshift a little bit, and you can control that functionality a little better. And in drive, it will also kick off of performance shift mode if you're not doing it for a while. If you don't hit it for a while, it's gonna kick back into regular drive mode. In sport, it's not gonna do that. As well as in sport, it's going to not shift for you unless you're redlining it, and it's hitting there. It's going to shift before you can destroy your tranny. Drive is going to shift way sooner. It's not going to shift at the normal shift points of drive, but it will shift if you're not shifting at all in both functions, sport and drive. So some tips and tricks, kinda, if you wanted to, say, if you were in sport and you were driving and you wanted to downshift and then launch, I will show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so you shift into sport, it's gonna shift for you, okay? Because I'm not in paddle shift mode, but I'm gonna engage it. And say I wanna launch, if I hold the downshift, it will drop to the lowest gear, and then I can shift. See, holding down is going to drop you to the lowest gear, and it will launch you. Now, if you want to get out of shift mode in drive or sport, just hold your positive up, hold your upshift down, and it will kick you out of paddle shift mode and get you back into regular sport or drive. And it will do it automatically from there on out if you're not in paddle shift mode. Okay, so I'll give you guys like a little launch of what it kind of looks like with paddle shift on sport here. So we're gonna get this thing to the stop sign here. I might not grab the ground at all, but we'll see what happens. it's quick. I had a car pull out in front of me, but it'll give you a little red indicator, and holding up, we'll just drop it back out into regular drive for you, or regular shift for you. But it'll give you an indicator of letting you know when. Like, it will say red to pull it, and if you don't pull it, it will say shift now, or shift up with the red arrow letting you know like you need it, like you're getting in the red line. And then if you don't do that at all, it will actually hold it and then shift for you, kind of letting you know like, hey, you know, you need to shift these gears. So it is pretty handy. It helps you out a lot. It's very user friendly, but I would say it's pretty useful and pretty fun if, you know, you're doing a couple of races on the highway, or, you know, just having a little bit of fun with your friends here and there, and you just want to control your own shifts. It's really good for in sport mode if you want to do some aggressive downshifts when you're coming up to a stop sign. That's really fun too. I can show you guys what that sounds like here. So if I shift into sport, you know, I shift down. Gives you a nice little roar back and going down. So it's pretty fun if you guys have the exhaust. I have the exhaust and headers on mine, so it's a little bit louder, but you know, the paddle shifters are fun, guys, and it's very easy, and I definitely recommend it if you guys are thinking about adding it, or if you have it and you just never used it, try it out. It's really fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it. All right, guys, so that was just like the real quick kind of showing you what it was, what it's like to have them. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was, you know, explanatory enough for you in a sense. It's something, you know, you're gonna have to get used to if you do it. I'm not so used to it because I don't do it that much, but it is fun, and it is something you should definitely add if you don't have already. I hope that all the tips made sense to you and you got to use them properly. And if you guys have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments below. Hit me up on IG. Let me know, guys. I want to help you guys figure it all out. And thanks again for checking out this video. And until the next one, guys. Peace.